Hey everybody, Zary back. I'm doing a 2-video week to make up for my illness there. So we're going to get right into it. Going to go over the 5 topics: arena, ships, farmable tunes, raid teams, and any questions. And first thing we're going to get into is the arena squad. Toyoda is a member of the Sunrise Park, the SPC community. I love doing this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Again, like I mentioned in Ilyu's video, doing the collab with Super Zen to go for the arena team. Here you are currently running the arena team of Vader lead, Kylo Ren, Emperor Palpatine, Sidious, and then Clone Wars Chewbacca. Alright, right now your team, this is all from Zen. If you have any questions, please contact Zen about it. He'll be more than happy to clarify things. Right now your team is unbalanced. Alright, and we're going to go over some characters for you to focus on to kind of help this up. First thing we got to do is we got to get rid of your Clone Wars Chewbacca here. Now your Clone Wars Chewbacca is very high geared, alright? But he doesn't have a place in this team. He's not a very viable tank. He's not a very good character in the game, to be quite honest with you. You're running one of the baddest characters in all of the universe here, and that is Darth Vader. Now the one thing I do want to tell you is you have to finish gearing out these mods. You see a lot of them are 12 and 14. You gotta gear out those mods. You gotta just sink some credits into it and finish doing it, and it will help you out a lot. Just cap them off. Gets you more galactic power, helps you in territory battles, etc. So we're going to get into it on who right now you should replace with Clone Wars Chewbacca. Now you should replace your Clone Wars Chewbacca with your Royal Guard. You're running an Empire Sith team. You should have an Empire tank. So you're going to put in this fine looking fella here, Royal Guard. He's a good tank. If somebody starts beating up on somebody, he taunts right away. He's a very good tank for this team, and he'll help you out a lot. So, replace your Clone Wars Chewbacca with your Royal Guard. So, some mod tips from Super Zen. Alright, if you can get access to it, you want a potency set on Vader. More potency equals more damage over time. Alright, you want the cross to be protection, okay, and you want critical chance on your triangle. You want to make sure that Vader has critical chance, and it's got to be more than 50%. The whole reason for that is he does his Force Crush, where he applies all the dots, then he uses his Calling Blade. The more critical chance he has, the more chance he has to crit, obviously, on that Calling Blade, which is going to be massive damage, which is the reason you got him in there. So, you want to make sure the more critical chance, the better. Now, on your Sidious, he's actually a Sidious. You have him Zated. You want critical chance, critical damage mods, or again, focus on those secondary stats for critical chance and critical damage. You want to make them as much crit chance and as much crit damage as you can get on them. And in your triangle, he recommends, you do have the crit damage triangle in there. And on your cross, instead of potency, I know why you have potency in there, obviously to beef up the amount of dots he continues to put on under the Vader lead. But offense will make him hit harder, more damage. So he's recommending that you put an offense cross on your Sidious. Now on to ships. Now I can tell because your ship inventory is a little lackluster, and that's okay. People didn't focus on ships. That's perfectly fine. But your ships, they can be improved just by a couple changes here. And what I'm going to do is And if you listened to me before, I got some ideas for you to increase that ship. Right now, you're currently running a Mace Windu, the Endurance, the TIE Advanced, Biggs, Jedi Counselor, the Scimitar, and the First Order TIE Pilot, the Imperial TIE Pilot. I really like the fact that you're running the Endurance. It's a different ship. It's very defense savvy. So I'm going to build your team to a target lock team that will help with keeping Biggs up there. So obviously you want to keep Biggs in your lineup. Okay, you want to keep your TIE Advanced. He's one of your strongest characters, strongest ships. Only makes sense. You're also going to keep your Slave 1 in there. Target locks definitely will help you with all those target locks you're going to be laying down. So you're going to keep your Slave 1 in there. You're also going to keep your Imperial TIE Fighter in there. Your Imperial TIE Fighter, he's fast. He puts target lock on the basic. The one ship I'm going to have you take out is your Scimitar, and I'm going to have you put Piston's U-Wing in. I'm playing around a lot with Piston's U-Wing in my target lock team. I'm also playing around with Cassian's U-Wing, which I'll make a video on both of those because Cassian's U-Wing is like Piston on steroids. But Piston is going to work for you. What he does is he does a move where he goes into stealth. He puts target lock onto the person that is targeted at the time of stealth. Again, gives you target lock. And what he does is when he is in stealth, his attack is unavoidable. You can't dodge it. So when you go against those other Imperial TIE Fighters that are just dodging all the time, always target them with Piston when he is in stealth. It helps out a lot. It chips away and takes him down rather quickly. So put him in there. Then in your backup, Scimitar is the first one off the bench. You can come in and deliver that stealth, help you out. The next one in there is going to be your Jedi Counselor. Comes in, can heal up, gets the multiple attacks. And for your last one, you are going to put Wedge. Wedge, he's a very strong ship for you. Put him in, he can come in, you'll have target lock everywhere. He can do his special. It'll help out a lot. Put him in there, and you should see improvements on your team. So the team of running, you go to the TIE Advanced, the Biggs, Imperial TIE Fighter, Piston, and the Slave 1. And in the backup, you have your Scimitar, your Jedi Counselor, and your Wedge. It might take a little bit getting used to, but if they don't have a target lock or a taunting tank up yet, just keep changing your targets and spreading around that target lock till you got them on everybody. And then you just keep running your endurance, keep putting all the taunts on the Biggs. You should climb. That team should get you 150, 100 range, get you a little bit more competitive. Now, you didn't focus much on your ships, and again, that's great, but you should with your ship farming of your ships. You want to get these in for territory battles. You want to build them up a little stronger and focus on the ones in your arena. First ones you should focus on should be your TIE Advanced. When it pops, always get that. The second one should be your Biggs. Always TIE Advanced and Biggs, and then work your way down. You need Biggs to be 7-star. He gets a lot more protection and health at the 7-star rank. Now some tunes to work on is Toyoda, you want to focus on getting your CLS. He's a game changer. You might not like Rebels, but you need him. He's devastating and can work in any lineup. He could be put into your lineup. So you want to work on getting CLS. Somebody else to work on for you here is your Darth Nihilus. Your Darth Nihilus could go into that team great with his Drain Force and his Annihilate. He should help you out. Your Nihilus, put him in, continue to farm him, gear him up. He'll help you out greatly into your arena team. The next team, and you can do these really in any order, focus on your arena first, but your Phoenix characters can be farmed pretty much out of every shard shop around. So you, okay. Sorry about that, my daughter wants to talk to me right now. The Phoenix Squadron, farm them up, you need them in territory battles, and like I said, you can get most of all of them out of places you're already doing and earning currency for. So you can get them 7-starred in 85, and you don't got to gear them out to 8, 9. That's fine for now. You don't need to push them more than that. But that leads you to the next character I'm going to talk about. Grand Admiral Thrawn himself. Great character, versatile, again, can go in any lineup. I use him in my CLS arena team lineup. Great character, higher Phoenix, better Grand Admiral Thrawn. But the one character that could really, really make your team great, and I agree with Zen on this, should be one of your main focuses, is your Sith Assassin. She is like the Jawa engineer for droids. Speeds everybody up, goes through protection, does a really, really good job. She should be my primary focus for your arena team. And in that arena team, when you get Sith Assassin, in my opinion, you replace Emperor Palpatine. She slides into Emperor Palpatine's spot. She goes stealth. She, again, ignores protection, speeds everybody up. Under a Vader lead, and I know Zen ran it for a while, Sith Assassin is dynamite. So she should be your number one focus to improve your arena team. Now, when it comes to your raids, again, you guys got the Rancor on farm. You don't really need to do anything with that. Just keep it going like you're doing. There's really no reason to do it otherwise. But when it comes to the tank, which you guys are getting into, and you're taking it down, which is great. Congrats on that. Jedi, your best option for phase 1. Take them in there, do as much damage as you possibly can. The way you're looking now, and if you get your Phoenix up there, you have Ezra, Kanan. You could also have old Ben Kenobi going there. But right now, I'd run a Luminara lead, Counselor, Yoda, Ethkoth, and Mace Windu. It's the best you got. So you go in there and you give it everything you got. For phase 2, run your Empire team. Senior lead, Pelp, Royal Guard, TIE Fighter pilot, and take in Tarkin. Great team. Great team for phase 2. You might not be able to topple the tank. You might be able to topple it a couple times, but you can get some pretty solid damage out of an Empire team in phase 2. That's your phase 2 team. And in your phase 3, and I said this before when I was doing A-Rock's team, you're just going to take in anything you got in phase 3 that you're not going to use in the other phases and just try to put up as much damage as you possibly can. In phase 4, run your Rebel team. Biggs, Wedge lead, even a Jyn Erso lead, Princess Leia. You have Cassian up there. You got a lot of options here to work with, and you almost got Han Solo to 7-star. You can gear him up a little bit. You got a lot of options in play within your Rebels to make this happen and make a pretty good viable team. You can make an Akbar lead, a Jyn Erso lead, a Wedge lead. You got a lot of things to play with there and a lot of good characters to choose from in there. And again, you might not be able to topple the tank, but you take out the 2 B2s on the side and you focus on you get rid of that top cannon and focus right on the hull. So Toyota, there's your roster review. I hope it helped you. Main thing is replace that Royal Guard for your Clone Wars Chewbacca. Start farming and working on that Sith Assassin. Replace that with the EP, in my mind. You can ask Zen about that. He'll probably be able to tell you a little bit more. Continue to work towards your CLS. That'll help you in the tank raid and territory battles. Thrawn, Nihilus, your Phoenix Squadron, and far as ships, always get the TIE Advance when it pops. Buy Biggs, and then work your way down the list and slowly improve in there. You're doing a great job, man. Keep it up. If you have any questions, you know where I am. Get with me or Zen. I hope it helped you out, buddy.